Welcome back to Reality Talks Returns, where we don't pick sides, we pick reality. And the reality is this: how a boring life can actually save your life. Now, before we get into this video, I want to say shout out to everybody who's subscribing to the channel, who's commenting on the channel. We do this for y'all, man. We can't do it without y'all. If this is your first time coming across the platform, help the platform out. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, living a boring life could actually benefit you, right? You know, I used to think a boring life consists of being unhappy, not challenging yourself, not being happy with the situation you in. I looked at a boring life as if you're living a boring life because you have to. You live in a boring life because you don't have money to do the things that you want to do. But all along, I was looking at it wrong, right? So when I say living a boring life can save your life, what I'm saying is a boring life can consist of getting money, chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, being a family man, being a family woman, spending time with your kids, with your husband, with your wife, with your parents. When I say chase your dreams and your goals, when you live in a more of a fast life, the fast life is looked at as it's not boring, right? People party, right? Going to these clubs, aka hell, doing drugs, placing themselves around evil spirits all the time, drinking and driving, constant negativity, constant being around those who are negative. I used to think that was the life to live. I used to think, when you get money, you're supposed to live that life, right? When you get some money, you're supposed to club, you're supposed to party, you're supposed to buy cars, rims and clothes and shoes. You're supposed to, try to sleep with as many women as possible. That's how I used to think. Was it right? Absolutely no. But at the time, that was the way my mind was set up, right? When I was living that life, in the streets, selling drugs, constantly having fake beefs with other people. And I call it fake beef because it was never no real beef, right? It was never nothing real. So I always call it, for what it is. It's an illusion. It's bullshit. Constantly going to the club, getting in fights, getting in shootouts, trying to be something and somebody that I wasn't, right? Constantly getting pulled over by the police, going to jail for pettiness, constantly feuding and not getting along with my son's mom, right? I looked at that life like that's how you're supposed to live. And when I lived that life, I can never get ahead in life. I can never save no money, right? I can never build my credit. I can never do the things that I truly needed to do to get ahead in life. But once I started to live an on quote, off quote, boring life, that's when I got ahead, right? When I really started to say, you know what, I'm not going to run the streets. I'm staying at home. I'm not going to be around people that's not going to benefit my life. I'm not going to be around, fake friends. I'm not going to be around people who jeopardize, my livelihood and taking me away from my family, right? So when I started to stay home, started to, stay out of the mix, when I stopped running the streets and, started to getting into books, reading books, uh, paying money for courses online, and just really educating myself, right? That's when it all clicked. That's when it all clicked for me. You know, a boring life will be a living fast life any day, right? You living fast because you going to your death quick. You going to meet your demise quick. That's why they say you living fast. You know what I'm saying? When people say, you know, you live in a boring life, you know, a boring life is a beautiful life. It's a great life. You know, a boring life, you know, consists of now, you know, me with my wife, me with my son, you know, me with my soon to be daughter, right? Spending time, you know, with my dad, with my grandparents. Yeah, spending time with family members. Yeah, learning about credit, um, learning about, you know, uh, economics, the housing industry, you know, learning how to run my LLC, my business. You know, that's the best life that you can ever live. I'm just being all the way honest to you. That's the best life that you can honestly live. And I'm making this video because a lot of people don't understand, you know, what a boring life really consists of. You know, a boring life, man, I'm saying it again, it's a great life, man. You know, going on vacations with the people you love, spending time with the people you love. You know, as you get older, you know, and you start to wake up, you realize the only thing that you have on this planet is time. That's the most valuable thing. You know, when time, that's one thing you can't get back. You know, watching your son or your daughter's first steps. You know, spending time, like I said, with your loved ones. I'm gonna keep saying that because that's all you get in this life. And a lot of time, we waste our time living a life of foolishness. We waste our time running around doing a lot of bullshit, right? And we think we live in our best life. Yeah, all them people that you be seeing on social media and be having cars and jewelry and, you know, this party and that party and this, they hate themselves. They ain't truly happy. They ain't truly happy. You know, happiness comes from within, man. You know, for me, my happiness is when it's quiet, you know, and I can think and I can live within me and I can speak to my soul. I can speak to my spirit, right? And I can really question me, you know, as a man. What are you doing as a man? You know, how are you putting on for your family as a man? Are you putting your family in a better position as a man? When you walk out of that house in the morning, are you going to put your family in a better position? And I get this way, and I started to move and think and talk this way by living a boring life. I love my boring life. I love being at home, reading, studying. I love getting in front of this camera, speaking to you guys. You know, hopefully, you know, the words that I speak will somehow change somebody's life. Can somehow change somebody's life. I love that. Right? So, when I read books, when I study, when I'm at home, you know, with my family, somebody would call that a boring life. But when I see people doing drugs, in and out the clubs, in and out the jail, running the streets, you know, for me, that shit boring. You know, that's no challenge. You know, because you basically just living like everybody else is living. You basically just doing what everybody else is doing. But a boring life is more subtle. It's more calmer. It's more slower. And when things slow down, you can see what's going on. You can look. You have time to judge yourself. You have time to challenge yourself and fix what needs to be fixed, so you can be the absolutely best you. That's what a boring life is supposed to do to those who want to live it. You know, y'all ain't never heard Bill Gates in the club riding on 28s, buying all type of clothes, shoes with this woman, with that woman. Y'all ain't never heard Warren Buffett. Y'all ain't never heard Michael Jordan. I'm just saying, you know, it's not about the color, but those people live a boring life. but they have more money than they can ever even imagine. Financially, they straight. Their families are straight. And when you live a boring life, I promise you, you're going to be able to get ahead financially. You're going to be able to get ahead mentally, spiritually. That's the whole point of a boring life. A boring life, it doesn't mean that you're broke and you don't have anything and you're mad at the world and you're sad and you're unhappy and, you know, things aren't going your way. You know, that's how I used to think a boring life was. But no, a boring life, that's the life you want to live. Keep people out your business. Stay out the way. Wake up in the morning, handle your business. When you wake up in the morning, are you taking 2 steps forward or 2 steps back? So I just wanted to drop this video and really give y'all the game on, you know, how a boring life can really save your life. If this is your first time coming across the platform, help the platform out. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the like bell. So every time we drop a video, y'all get it first. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Reality Talks with Terrence, where we do not pick sides. We pick reality. And the reality is this: a boring life could save your life. Peace.
Reality talks with T, where we don't pick sides. We pick reality.